Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another hardware wallet review. This one is specifically going to be on the new Trezor Model T. I want to thank Trezor for sending me one to sample with and to test out. Also, I'd like to thank my Twitter follower who bought me this cool Ethereum shirt off my Amazon wishlist. I appreciate it. A quick reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. All investments have inherent risk and please do your own research. If you're interested in supporting the channel, you can do so by checking out my merch store on my website or by becoming one of my patrons. All right, let's get into it. I'm personally pretty excited about this unboxing and review of this product because I've actually never seen a Trezor in real life, so this is going to be a bit of a learning experience for me. This is the box. Comes in pretty simple, pretty small. I kind of ripped open the plastic here by accident already. I've had this for a while and I've been meaning to open it and do it, but I got kind of sidetracked with a bunch of other content I needed to make, so this sort of took the back burner. All right, slide it open. The safe place for your coins. Okay, let's see here. Open here. I guess I probably should have read that, huh? Okay, get started. Connect your Trezor to your computer or smartphone. Open Trezor.io in your web browser and follow these instructions and sleep tight. Oh, that's kind of cool. So this is the Trezor, and this looks like it's something sticky. This would be the tamper-proof seal that's over the USB-C slot. They did this obviously to indicate the fact that the item has not been tampered with or touched. Some common complaints I did hear about this was that apparently it leaves sticky residue on the Trezor itself. That's the Trezor. That's going to be a touchscreen once I turn it on. That's your tamper-proof seal. Pretty small. I like it. It's, I'd say, equal in size overall to the Ledger, just a different shape. I gotta say, out of all of the hardware wallets that I've reviewed, this is definitely my favorite packaging so far, for sure. So in our box, we've got a USB-C wire, which is, it seems that a lot of electronics are moving to that now. It's kind of neat, only because you know the first time you put it in, you're definitely gonna get it right, not like the usual ones. We got some stickers, which is kind of to be expected. That's pretty cool, all different sizes. And looks like a place to write the personal recovery seed. So that's obviously pretty important. Number 4 says, bonus, place the magnetic dock anywhere to hold your device. Well, that's pretty cool. If the hologram seal over the USB port over the device is damaged or missing, please contact Trezor. So that would definitely be the tamper-proof seal that they're talking about. They left a little warning to remind you guys and all the consumers that if the tamper-proof seal is gone or damaged, contact Trezor because it's probably been tampered with, obviously. Okay, so let's take this seal off and see if it's as bad as everybody said. Well, I guess, you know, these nails probably obviously aren't the best for it. But yeah, so that's kind of not fun. I'm definitely going to have to work on getting that off. As you can see here, there's been some leftover seal, and that's a very common complaint that I've heard anyways. All right, now I'm going to move over to my computer so that we can power this bad girl up. Okay, so I've moved over to my computer. Let's get this started. I'm going to plug this thing in. The safe place for your coins. Welcome to the Trezor. Okay, so my computer's telling me that it is now connected. Okay, cool. This is the Trezor Model T. You're opening the Trezor Beta Wallet. Trezor Beta Wallet is a public feature testing, In contrast, okay, please note the Trezor Beta Wallet might be collecting anonymized data. Okay, I understand. That's fine. So let's check for devices. Connect. Install firmware, because there's always updates or installations. As you can see over here, it's saying that it is installing the firmware. That is a good sign. So while I'm waiting for this to install, let's talk a little bit about what the Trezor holds. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, Zcash, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, all ERC20 tokens, Expanse, UBIQ, NEM, Namecoin, and Dogecoin. And I'm sure they're going to add implementation for more things. They also say that it's future-proof with USB-C and it's ready for extended functions with microSD compatibility. That way it can handle, in the future, maybe more cryptocurrencies or other services. Okay, here we go. So create new wallet. Preparing your Trezor. But first, let's get familiar with the various features. Okay, use labeling, add transactions, comments, renaming accounts. Oh, that's interesting. What's next? Verify address, authenticity on your Trezor. Okay, that's not clicking, but whatever. Move on to the next one. Two-factor authentication. Safeguard your online accounts and identities. Enable the industry standard two-factor authentication. Well, that's cool. Continue to wallet. Create backup in 3 minutes. Probably should do that, right? Your recovery seed is the backup key to all your cryptocurrency applications. Okay, so I want to touch on this quickly. I touched on this in my other 2 reviews as well. The backup seed is basically the key to, say you lock your house when you leave your house, you have 1 key. If you give that key to somebody, they can get in your house, right? So this backup seed is exactly the same thing for your Trezor. You need to hide it, you need to write it down, never tell anybody, never input it into anything, and keep it safe. Because if somebody has that seed, they can access all your cryptocurrencies. If you ever lose your Trezor or it gets destroyed, you can take this seed, buy a new Trezor, type it in, and restore your wallet from exactly where it was previous to it getting destroyed, which is very important information to know. Things to avoid: do not take a photo of your recovery seed, do not write it into a computer, do not save it into your cloud storage, never upload it onto the internet. So basically everything I just said. What am I confirming? Never make a digital copy of your recovery seed. Okay. I understand. Okay, recovery seed. So like I did with my other video, I am going to blur out this recovery seed because chances are, and by chances are I mean I definitely am going to be using this Trezor in the future, and obviously I'd like to keep my privacy secure as well. But they give you a little book, and I'm going to write down all of my words in here and then store it somewhere safely. Type the 5th word in my recovery seed so that it can make sure that I know that what my seed is, okay? Typing in the seed was a little frustrating because it's like the old school T9 where you have to like scroll through all the digits. If you have big hands, it may be a little bit more difficult, but once I got the swing of it, it got a little bit easier. So it asked me to type in 2 words, and now it's asking me to set a pin. I'm just gonna say Candor's Trezor. Confirm on my device. Do you really want to name it? Yes. Enter the pin on Candor's Trezor. Do you really want to set a new pin? Yes. Stay active with the newsletter. I don't really need that. Skip this step. Follow us. I actually think I do already follow them. Cool, awesome. Your Trezor's already and set to go. So remember to keep your backup recovery seed in a safe place. All right, so some pros. Obviously, it's well known and it's very reputable. I do believe it's actually the oldest wallet that's been created to hold cryptocurrencies since the start of the popularity of the hardware wallet. It requires double verifications for transactions to be certain that you know who and what you're sending where. And there's a micro SD slot for future expansion. I would say that the touchscreen is probably a pro and a con because it's cool, but it's also kind of a pain in the butt to get used to. Cons: it requires a third-party add-on, just like the Ledger for Chrome. You know, it requires this little website. Also, the Model T is a bit pricey comparatively to the other things on the market, although it is their brand new flagship hardware wallet, so I guess I can understand that. It does have a touchscreen, and it does have a pretty wide variety of capability of cryptocurrencies that it can hold. If you want a safe device and Ledger really isn't your thing, this is probably the best second option. Again, I'm definitely going to be using it, so I guess that probably speaks volumes about the fact that if I'm going to use it, it's got to be pretty good. So between this and the Ledger, and I mean, I like both the Cool Wallet and the Keep Key too. The Keep Key is great for keeping something locked up like this, maybe in a safe, and then the Cool Wallet is good if you're on the go. But this is definitely, high up there on security as far as just kind of being on the market a long time and not running into any issues. Here you can see all of the cryptocurrencies that it holds. I'm going to go download the Trezor Chrome extension now, which is again very similar to Ledger's. Okay, I'm going to download Trezor Bridge and see what this is. I'm assuming it's going to be similar to Ledger Live. Cool, installation was successful, move to trash. I added the Trezor Chrome app and it doesn't seem to be wanting to load, which is kind of bizarre. Hold on, let's see here. I just unplugged the Trezor and plugged it back into, which is obviously the usual go-to. So I'm wondering if maybe because they're phasing it out, because I know Chrome is phasing out the apps, the add-ons, so maybe that's part of the reason. And I also just downloaded the Bridge. So they said that basically it's going to replace the fact that Google's getting rid of the Chrome extension. Trezor also supports My Ether wallet, My Crypto, Nano wallet, all those things. So the Trezor Bridge, which should certainly work with those as well. If you guys are interested in picking one up, I'll leave my referral link in the video description down below. All right, guys, that about wraps it up for me today. I was going to show a sending and receiving of a transaction on the wallet, but they're almost all identical, so I really don't necessarily see a point. Again, if you're interested in getting one, I'll leave my referral link down below. And if you haven't liked or you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And as usual, guys, I thank you for all the support, and I will see you all soon.